Fake it till you make it. I don't know what to tell you about that philosophy. It's gained currency in current years, decades, maybe last 10 years or so. Fake it until you make it. Fake what? Fake competency. I suppose you can do that easier in some areas than others. You can't fake being a poker player that's supremely competent and dominates the game if you don't have the skills. But I suppose you could fake certain mindsets so that you're conditioning yourself in a certain direction. You can't fake being an Olympic swimmer until you make it as an Olympic swimmer. You can certainly condition yourself to practice like an Olympic swimmer, but you don't have the competency yet, so don't delude yourself. My greatest challenge is faking it until I make it with faking it until I make it. I'm not sure how to fake it until I make it. So I'm gonna fake that until I make that. Now, a lot of people look at me sideways, I'm not gonna lie. I'll be walking down the street, the center of the street, and I'll just see people doing this. Looking at me, sideways. They can tell I'm not all together, that I'm not coherent, that I'm off. That's understandable. I'm faking it until I make it with faking it until I make it. Understandably, the foolhardy souls who approach me after looking sideways at me, they come at me directly. Hey man, I was just looking at you sideways. Decided to confront you directly. I don't think you're really a genuine person. I could feel it. Your auric field is false. Now normally, your auric field is 12 feet in diameter. So 6 feet on this side, 6 feet on that side, 6 feet on this side, 6 feet on that side. That's a healthy person. But when I was looking sideways at you, I noticed your auric field was considerably shrunk. I felt that, because I'm a genuine human being, and I could see that your auric field was about a foot in diameter. So 6 inches this way, 6 inches this way, 6 and 6. You're obviously faking it until you make it. But I think you're going overboard. All right, well that's kind of you. That's certainly the most confrontational approach anybody's taken with me, and I can't say that I actually appreciate that, but because it's kind of rude. Remember, if you're truly faking it until you make it, because you're faking it until you make it, don't suddenly get true with me. Stay fake. Because if you don't fake it until you make it, you're not going to be able to fake it until you make it. So don't get true on me. Stay fake. Because you're going somewhere. That's bizarre. Well, it's the truth. I'm trying to get you aligned with your ultimate goal, which is to make it. But you're going to be doing a lot of fakery until then. And I know that you have high aspirations for yourself, so don't start to get true right now. I'm from the Marines, so we know what it's like to be true and faithful, semper fidelis. Yeah, you're coming on a little strong for me. Huh? I'm looking out for you, brother. When I was walking by you and noticed that your auric field only extended 6 inches, I knew that you were up to something, and I knew that it was no good. So I am looking out for you. All right, well, tell me something. Thank you first and foremost for looking out for me. That's really kind of you. I guess. Do they fake it until they make it in the Marines? You know, say that you've got to climb this big hill, and at the top of the hill you're going to be decimated by enemy forces. And when you're at the bottom of the hill and you're climbing up, and you're just breathing heavy, and you are in quite a state of fear, you're just feeling nihilistic inside, and are you faking it until you make it to the top of that hill, and then you're just going to get liquidated by the opposing forces? Oh, no. That is not how we do things in the Marines. So what do? I mean, if you know that when you get to the top of that hill, it's like, did you see the movie Hacksaw Ridge? Those forces went up that long rope to the top of the ridge, and then they were fighting the Japs, and were getting annihilated. So there was no, like, faking it right then, man. But at the same time, you gotta think that they were probably shitting in the pants. No, not the Marines. Well, okay, yeah, those were Army guys, but the Marines aren't like that. We're the best of the best. We're the creme de la creme. Do they use phrases like that in the Marines? Creme de la creme? That seems a little bit fancy schmancy. I'm not in the Marines anymore. I got honorably discharged. Oh, is that why you're out walking on the streets? I'm on patrol. Really? Yes. I'm no longer in the armed forces, but I can still serve my country. You can? Of course. I pledged an oath to this country to protect it. You did? Well, of course you did. You did. But how does that relate to me? I'm just out here faking it until I make it, so I can fake it until I make it. Yes, I can see that. I want you to reach your final destination. So your ultimate destination is to make it, and you gotta fake it until you make it. But you don't even know how to do that. I can tell. I can see it in your eyes. I've been trained by the military, by the armed forces, to see fear in the eyes of my opponent. Now, you're not my opponent. You're just my neighbor. We're out walking along, enjoying the wonderful day, and I'm part of the neighborhood watch. So I've been seeing you out here, and you're often talking to yourself. At first I thought you were talking to your phone, but I didn't see an earpiece. So I watched you carefully and assessed whether you were a threat to the neighborhood, and it looks like you're a fine chap. Yeah, I'm a good guy. Yes, but you do take a lot of walks. I'm guessing you have an independent money supply that allows you to take long walks to the neighborhood and talk to yourself. Yeah, I do. I've got a lot of investments in cryptocurrency. Right. So, that is what allows you to take this journey of the soul. Faking it until I make it is a journey of the soul? Okay. I don't know about that. It is. It absolutely is. You're going somewhere. It's a journey. Yeah, but it's not really of the soul. Agreed. It's pretty flimsy, but it's still your soul. Your soul is flimsy. That's the problem. Okay, alright, well, maybe I'll just continue to walk, since you're insulting me, and you're a Marine, ex-Marine, sorry, honorably discharged for what? Not faking it until you didn't make it? I never fake it. I never fake it. I'm here as your neighbor to help you achieve your goal. All right, all right. You seem like a nice guy. What I'm gonna tell you is that I'm just having a hard time. Because for me, faking it until I make it is such an abstraction already, and it just confuses me, you know? It's confusing. I don't know how to fake it until I make it. And so I'm just like, well, I might as well start where I am, which is here on the street with all my neighbors looking at me sideways. And then you come and hit me head on. You can obviously tell why. You're a Marine, ex-Marine. So tell me how I'm gonna do this, because faking it until I make it is like this big thing. Yes, I know, it's a big thing. It's unfortunately a pseudo-philosophy. It's pop psychology gone wrong. Well, how do you know that? Because I'm a Marine. Marines just know that? We know bullshit when we see it. We put our lives on the line. If we can't sense bullshit, we die. Okay? So if you know what I'm talking about is absolute bullshit, then why are you talking to me about it? You're on a journey of the soul. That is true. Alright. So I'm gonna fake it, right? And I'm gonna make it, okay? And I don't know how to do that, so I'm gonna fake that until I make that. But that just puts me 2 removes away from reality. Except that becomes my reality, and that reality is so upside down, so inside out and inverted. Really, it's perverted. So I have to take these long walks down the neighborhood, and everybody's looking at me from their front porches or the sidewalk, or when they're getting their mail or walking their dog. And that's making me want to fake it even more. So now you see I'm making it until I fake it, which is up, backwards again, and I'm all confused. So I'm out here talking to myself like I'm a madman. Right, that's where I decided to confront you directly, to assess whether you are a threat to the neighborhood. You're not a threat. You're just caught in a lot of nonsense. Yeah, I am. But you understand. You understand that I want to get somewhere good. Yes, of course you do. We all do. I wanted to get to the top of that hill and fight for my country, and I did. I was honorably discharged. I will not tell you why. But I still serve my country today, in this neighborhood, looking out for people like yourself, assessing your threat level. You're clear. All right, I'm clear. Thank you. I appreciate that, whatever that means. It means I'm not going to knock you down and drag you out of the neighborhood and throw you in the pin. The pin? Yes, the pin. Is that jail? No. What is the pin? That's not your business. Is it a Marine thing? It's an armed services thing for retired military servicemen. It's what we do with people who we assess are threats to our neighborhoods. Oh God, okay, I didn't know I was being watched like this. Okay, that's cool. Alright, so what as a Marine, is someone who is tried and true and tested, challenged, came up, I'm guessing, successfully? Yes. Well, you said that faking it until I make it is pop psychology gone wrong. It's like mental bullshit. Yes, of course it is. But you're actually supportive in a way, because you're like, you can tell I'm up to good. Yes. So if you were me, what would you do? Well, I would drop this notion of faking it until you make it, and then drop the second fake it till you make it, because those 2 faking it's until you making it's are actually confusing you. That's why you're out here walking around like a homeless guy talking to yourself, even though you are dressed fine enough. Well, yeah, I'm okay. I mean, I've got funds. So you're saying something that makes sense to me, that I'm confused, and I'm confused because I'm faking it until I make it, but I'm faking that until I make that. Yes. But how did I get so confused? That's what I don't understand. Like, I was like, just reading this book, I can't even remember, and I saw that phrase, fake it until I make it. And I was like, okay, that sounds really cool. Yes, that's the problem. It sounds cool. Well, yeah, that is a problem. It's absolutely a problem. Because people have this kind of lingo, and it sounds absolutely fantastic, but it's bullshit. And they can't tell that it's bullshit because their entire education is bullshit. So their brains are bullshit. So when they see something like fake it till they make it, they can't tell that it's bullshit because their minds are bullshit. And so they try this on and they don't get results because their bullshit brain is processing bullshit programming, which is why you decided to fake it till you make it so you could fake it till you make it. You added a double there. And it's like confused you completely. Now in the Marines, we just have laser clarity. We go in for the target, neutralize the target, pull out, we're done. R&R. So how do you know that my brain is bullshit? I can see it. Yeah, but how do I know whether your mind is bullshit? Because you're still confused. I am still confused. But you don't seem confused. I'm not. I'm very clear. That's why I patrol the neighborhood and assess for threats. I'm protecting everybody around here. Everybody who's looking at you sideways, I might add. Yeah. And they can tell your auric field has collapsed. Really? Yes, of course. They don't have the vocabulary for it. But they know. They just don't know whether you're a threat to them, even though you're most likely a threat to yourself. Okay, well I'm gonna follow your lead then. How do I get clarity? How can I actually get out of this nonsense up here, which all these incorrect mental systems are running and operating and driving me into the ground? Good question. Get some exercise. What? Get some exercise. You're flabby. You have a tire around your waist and you're hunched. Straighten up. Really? It's that easy? Yes. That is the beginning. At that point, you don't have to fake anything. You're actually doing something productive with your body. And that sets the stage. Really? Set the stage for what? For getting healthy with your mind, of course. You won't get healthy with your mind until you're healthy with your body. You see all these slobs that I protect with my life? They're not overtly a threat, but they degrade the quality of America. Why? Because when they're slobs and slovenly, and not taking care of their body, their minds deteriorate. And when you have a populace of deteriorated minds, you're gone. You might as well hand the country over to the enemy. It starts with the body. Get the body in shape. Get the body healthy. That's how you do it. There's no fakery and fuckery in the body. Get yourself in shape, son. You'll notice something real fast. You feel good. And that good feeling is not fake. It's the real thing. And then you'll start to have a point of comparison. Right when you start with the fuckery in your mind, you will know that you're doing something wrong because you don't feel good anymore. And how will you know what feeling good feels like? Because you're doing exercise. You're getting in shape. You know what good feeling feels like because you feel good. Now get on there, soldier. Come on now. Wow. You were a little tense there. You need to get in shape with your body. If you do not get in shape with your body, you will never get in shape with your mind. I patrol this neighborhood. Everybody here trusts me to protect them. If you continue to walk through this neighborhood talking to yourself and looking like a slob with your shirt untucked and your laces untied, henceforth, then I will throw you in the pen, and you will find a lot of your classmates in the pen. My classmates? Yes. They've all been confused, just as you are confused. So I've gotta exercise. That's what you're telling me. Just start exercising. The better the exercise, the better the body. Don't just do simple routine exercises. Find an entire program. Get a fitness trainer. I could do that. You must. Otherwise, I'm throwing you in the pen. I've come to you directly. Because the path that you're going down, faking it until you make it so you understand how to fake it until you make it, is nothing but decadence. You are on the wrong path. At least it's a path, but it is the wrong path. Now, if you go to the pen, we will rehabilitate you there. But at that point, it's very painful. You're eating slop. And we're coming down hard on you, son. Hard. And you don't want that. We're all ex-military. We all wish we were back in the military. But we can't be, so we form this alliance. We've created the pen. And we've created this pen for our fellow citizens who are so cut adrift, who are so inured with metaphysical nonsense and perverse ideological fixations that we've taken it upon ourselves to heal you. Wow. On the one hand, I like that. On the other hand, that seems really fascist to me. Like, you basically saying that you see somebody who's walking around talking to themselves and confused, and you take it upon yourself to actually grab them by the scruff of their neck and put them in a pin. Not exactly. We talk with them first, as I am talking to you. So you need to be given an opportunity to set yourself straight. But you're saying that if I don't comply with your point of view that I'm done for. You're not done for. You're just going to get roughed up. And you will be rehabilitated, re-educated. Yeah, I don't know, because that just seems like you're completely gonna be like totally crushing my will. You're gonna crush my autonomy. You're gonna crush my sovereignty. No, that has already happened. What? Yes, you're out here walking around the neighborhood, everybody's noticing your auric field is collapsed. You're talking to yourself, your shirt is untucked, your shoelaces are untied. You haven't shaved in weeks. You're a bumbling fool. You're virtually a homeless beggar. I've been watching you. You have already lost your autonomy. You have already lost your sovereignty and your self-determination. You just don't realize it. You're here contemplating nonsensical theorems of faking it until you make it, and you're confused about how to do that, and so you fake that until you make that. You're far gone. You're way into the abyss of nihilism without any understanding of your predicament. And here I am, charitably, out of the compassion of my heart and a duty to my fellow citizens and this neighborhood and my country, to get you in the right shape. Because you're not. You're shabby in every sense. Shabby body. Shabby mind. Shabby soul. And you think that you're free? You're not free. You couldn't defend yourself if someone came and stole your lollipop. You have no sovereignty. None whatsoever. We don't force you to kneel. But by the time we're done with you, you will kneel. and not out of subjugation or subservience, out of gratitude. And you will, like me, begin to patrol neighborhoods. And although you're not a member of the military armed forces, we will accept you as one of us. Now you can either do that in the pen, or you can do that beforehand. The choice is yours. But I will not watch you walk through this neighborhood again, affrighting the neighbors with your slovenly disposition, contemplating absolute nonsense that digs you deeper into the hole. You have no self-respect. You don't even know that you have no self-respect. Because no self-respecting person would look the way that you look and would carry on as you do. You read something fanciful in a book and it took you down like a psyop. Deception addled your brain and confused you until your will was completely hijacked. This phrase, it's itself a weapon designed to turn your mind into mush. And that's what happened, young man. So, okay, that has got to be the coolest shit I've ever heard. It's also absurd. But it is actually a lot cooler. That is a lot cooler than fake it till you make it. Yes, of course it is. But also, you're saying if I don't let go of fake it till you make it and fake it till I make it again, then I'm going to the pen. Yes, today is your last day. See, what you don't understand is that you lack clarity altogether. And you think that I'm imposing upon you, that I am actually oppressing you. I'm not. You are oppressing yourself because you don't know how to live your life. And you don't know what it's like to have clarity, to feel that sweet relief, that breeze inside you where you simply know. Then you walk around and you feel the truth because you embody the truth. And it starts with your body because your mind is too confused to know what to do. Your mind has to listen to my mind, and my mind tells you to get into your body and make it feel good. You don't know why, but I'll tell you, when you feel good, you will know when you don't feel good. Right now, you don't even know when you don't feel good. You're out here faking it until you make it so you can fake it until you make it. You don't know what is right. You don't know what is true. You do not know what is good. And you think that those people who stand for things are bigots, they're racist, they're sexist, they're homophobes, they're oppressive. No. They stay out of trouble and they make something of their lives because they believe in something. You don't believe in anything. You don't know where you're going. You simply know you're going somewhere, but you don't know where it is. I'm telling you, you're lost. You need to be found. And until that moment, young man, you are a hazard to this neighborhood. You endanger us all, because we are clear that your kind doesn't belong here. This is your last day, walking aimlessly through this neighborhood. I've told you, and either you obey, or we throw you in the pen, or you run away. Those are your three options, and I suggest that you either start doing some exercise, or you kindly comply, so that I don't have to grab you by the neck and throw you in the pen myself, because I have been assigned to you. Once I noticed that your auric field was collapsed, I knew. I talked to my ranking military officer, who suggested, he's retired, I'm going to approach you. I did. Henceforth, I was dispatched. Henceforth, and thereafter, and heretofore. Are you ready, son? I don't think... maybe we can come to a compromise. Maybe I can fake it until I can make it, so that I could become like a military guy, like you. Because right now that's all I know is just how to fake it. No, you don't know how to fake it. That's why you had to fake it till you make it so you could fake it till you make it. You don't even know how to fake it. Right now, son, you need to follow my orders. You need to do what I say. You need to submit to my will. How can I become free if I do that? You are not free. In order to be free, you need to trust me.